Hello, what's up guys? Today we're going to make some course project. Join me as I take this adventure in Principles of Programming Languages with Compiler. So what we're going to do is take this video doing these activities. So first is find out what is the output of these programs perhaps. So let's get started. I want to open a command prompt and create a project. I want to create a project folder. Okay, let's name this as course project underscore the course code there 6207 CS6207. Then let's go to that directory and I want to run VS Code in here by typing code space dot. Okay, now I want to create a new file here. Let's name this, first is activity1, right? Activity1a. Forgot the .py perhaps. .py, it's a Python file. Okay, so let's copy paste this code and see what happens. Okay, remove the A there. Right click and select run Python file in terminal. It is giving us lots of errors. IntelliSense is giving us lots of errors here. So first is observing this code. I can see that the double quotes seem like special characters. So let's change that into proper double quotes rather, sorry. Let's change this double quotes to plain double quotes. Okay, nothing wrong with year of birth, YOB. Okay, next, this one. Last name is not defined in Pylons. Last name is not defined in okay. It says it's not defined, but we have last name here. Why is that so? Because variable names are case sensitive. They are case sensitive. As you can see, last name here as an argument starts with a big L, capital L, while the declared variable here starts with a small l. So let's correct that. Let's correct this argument by changing the letter. Okay, there you go. It's kind of fixed. Okay, and this one. IntelliSense is really good. IntelliSense is a great tool for debugging. Makes a programmer's life easier. Okay. String literal is unterminated. It's probably because of the special quote again. Okay, there we go. country. It's giving out an error. Okay, country is not defined. Why? But we have defined country here. So same with the last name argument here in the print function call. It seems to be different, right? You know, variables are case sensitive. Variable names rather are case sensitive. So we have a small all lowercase country here while we have a capitalized country here. So let's change this. We change either one. Either this or this one. You can do this, or you can just correct the one that is throwing an error. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, next is this one, this part. He. Expected expression. As you can see, we have a single quote here, and we have double quotes at the end. You can use, in this situation, you should use either a single quote or double quotes as string, as indicators that it's a string, or rather as enclosement for strings. Is that even a word? Enclosement. I don't know. You enclose strings with either a single quote or a double quote, but not alternate. If you use, for instance, if you use a single quote, then you should use another single quote at the end. If it's double quotes, it should be both double quotes. So we can do double quotes. Let's see. There we go. The error is gone. Next is this line 7. Do you want to know how old he is? As you can see, this is a special character single quote. So let's change that to a standard one. Okay, it's gone. How about this one? Year is equal to input, enter the current year. So this is supposed to be a prompt. Okay, expected expression. So we got this error earlier. It's because of where's that? Okay, it's because of special character single quotes and double quotes. In the case of earlier lines. Okay, then okay, next is this one, age. Expected close parenthesis. Let's check line 8. Okay, input, enter the current year. This is a proper function call, but why is there an extra parenthesis here? Open parenthesis. Okay, and the error is gone. We removed that dangling parenthesis and it's gone. The error is gone rather. Okay, then next is line 10. Print is now turning page. Okay, as you can see, this is a special single quote. So yeah, let's fix that. It's good. Age is not defined. Why? Okay, age here is lowercase, all lowercase, and we have a capitalized age here. So we change this and we're good. Now let's try running this program. Right click, select run Python file in terminal. Okay, it ran. Elon Musk is from USA. He's the founder, CEO, and chief. Do you want to know how old he is? Sure. Enter the current year. 2021. Enter it. Oh, we have an error. Type error. Unsupported operand types for string and int. But I thought Python is a dynamically typed language. Why is it throwing an error? So probably one of them is a string. Line 9, so that's age is equal to year minus YOB. It's this one. This one. Okay. Unsupported operand types. How do I fix this? As you can see here, let's go to line 4. Year of birth. YOB is 1971. And this is a whole number. This is an integer. While this one, this one at line 8, the prompt, prompting for the current year. I entered 2021. It ran error. So likely, this prompt, this input function, there. Function input str. So there you go. So this function returns a string. So we somehow need a way to turn it into an integer. How does this work? Does it work like in C? Does it work like in C? Like that? Oh, okay. It's like a function call. Okay. We do it like a function call. So let's enclose this input prompt into the int function. And there you go. So let's try this. I want a clean terminal. Okay. Right click, run Python file in terminal. Okay. Enter the current year. I want to know how old Elon Musk is right now. Okay. He is now turning 50. Now, we got a working program. So, let's move to the next one. Shall we? Okay. Let's name this as activity1b.py. Because Python files end in .py. Let's close this for now. Okay. So it's this one. What does this program do? Let's read it together. Okay, let's fix all of those indentations. How does it look like here? Okay. Print this. There you go. So observing this code, the errors, as we can see here, this is a special double quote. Okay, this one as well. So the entire program with double quotes, the lines with double quotes rather, are having special double quotes. That's why it's throwing heck a lot of errors. So let's change those things. And then we have here days. Days is not defined. Why? Because we have here a function def days underscore old. That accepts days as a parameter. So this is probably days underscore old. And now we're done. Let's pretty print this one. Make it readable. There you go. There you go. Much better. So let's try to run this program. Right click and select run Python file in terminal. Oh, we have an error in line 4. There. Value error, invalid literal for int with base 10. Enter your year of birth. Wait, hold on. Is this converting? Enter your year of birth into int? And this statement starts with the word enter. So this is likely an input prompt. It's asking for input. So likely it's an input. So let's put input in there and close this string in the function called input. Okay, there we go. Let's close this and run this file again. Okay. Do you want to know the estimated days? How old you are today? Yes, please, I would like to know. I was born on 1993. Current year is 2021. Wow, I am 10,220 days old. Now we got a working program. So the errors we got there are special single and double quote characters, typographical errors in variable names and argument that were passed in the print function, because variable names in programming languages are case sensitive. That's why how you should call it or retrieve the value using the correct variable name, how you initialized it. For instance, this one, no di. This is probably number of days in it. Okay, so this one, this variable here and this one are different because they have different cases, because programming languages are case sensitive. Keep that in mind. Let's do that, and we're done with this one. Okay, so moving forward, okay. Activity 2, create a basic Python program with the following requirements. It's a contact tracing form program. Prompt to enter your name, prompt to enter your temperature, set of questionnaires containing symptoms of COVID-19 at least 5, use modular codes, use conditional codes for each question. Yes or no? Okay, so that will be our valid answers, yes or no. For the string outputs, after answering all the questions, display the name entered in the temperature. You may be infected with COVID-19, so display this perhaps. If one of the symptoms of COVID-19 were answered yes, you have no symptoms of COVID-19, so we will display this if all of the symptoms of COVID-19 were answered no. Okay. So it's like if there is a yes, it should print you may be infected with COVID-19. And if everything is no, if all of the answers are no, you have no symptoms of COVID-19 will be printed. Okay. And then this last one. Please review your answer, start over again. If a question was not answered correctly, terminate the program. Okay. So how do we approach this? Okay, for now, let's create the file. Activity2.py. Okay. So we've been asked with name. Okay. Temperature. Right? Oh. So by the way, I got some questions prepared in advance because, you know, this video will be long if we search for questions while filming this. So, okay, let's go back here. Okay. It should be modular. So what can we make modular here? Questions. In a question, we have what are you going to do? What are we going to do when asking questions? You ask the question and yeah, this one, mind this. Please review your answer. Please review your answer. Start over again. If a question was not answered correctly, terminate the program. So if any question was not answered correctly, like for instance, a respondent entered not yes or no. It's for instance yes sir or whatever. Anything that is not yes or no, it should display please review your answer, start over again. Right? Okay, so let's start. Maybe let's split screen this. I need to keep track of these requirements. Oops, sorry. Let's keep this a little. Let's make this a little smaller. Okay. Prompt to enter your name. If prompting, that would be an input. Correct. Let's say enter your name. Temperature, same. Input. Oops. Enter your temperature. Reading. Yeah. Proper use of white spaces. Okay. I'm really getting used to Python, huh? Okay. Questionnaires. So how do we ask the questions? Okay. Let's say ask question. Let's define a function called ask question. It's like this. Yeah, so we need the question parameter, and then let's check this. Let's check the answer. Yeah, we should have yes, no. Yeah, yes and no only. If the answer was neither of the two, it should print please review your answer, start over again, and then terminate the program. So let's see. If answer is equal to yes, colon, yeah, that's how you do it in Python. Return, yeah, you will probably be needing a return value here. True. Else if, how do you do an else if in Python? Elif, maybe. Okay. Answer, if it's no, oops, if it's a no, it should be false. And this part, okay. Else, if it's neither yes or no, we should have something like, yeah, this one. Print please review your answer, start over again. Let's put backslash instead. I wonder if this works in Python. You know, the escape sequence characters. Okay. Then it says we should terminate the program if there are input errors, or there is an input error, just one, and we have to exit. Okay. The next would be asking the question themselves. Let's make use of these return values, since it's already returned some values, and this is a boolean. So let's say, let's store the answers or the results of the answers in a variable or in variables rather. Okay, so let's say test result, this one. Have you been tested positive with COVID-19? Or what? Something that makes more sense. Positive? Oh, sorry. Positive. Okay. Is equal to, let's ask the question with a question. This one. Okay. Then expose perhaps. Oops. Ask question. Have you been exposed to a COVID-19 patient? Okay, I'm going to paste the other questions. Symptoms. Oops, that's the wrong question. It should be this one. Oops. Sorry. There we go. And okay. Let's name this outside. Yeah. And then finally, outside of the country. Hope all. Okay. There. Then what do we do with these variables? They are storing Boolean values. Whether they have been positive, exposed, having any symptoms, traveled outside of the city or the country. Okay. Let's go back to the specifications. If one of the symptoms of COVID-19 were answered yes, print this: you may be infected with COVID-19. Okay. Let's not forget this. Display the name entered and the temperature. So let's do that. Print name, something like this, and the name. It's here, right? Name. Okay. We got the correct variable name. Okay. Next will be the temperature. Temperature. Temp. There. Our temperature input. Okay. The next would be the result. If, yeah, let's check it with the conditional. If positive. How do we do and or not in Python? Let's take a quick look. And or not, Python. Okay. Syntax. There. It's literally the word. And or not. Cool. Okay. So if positive or, we're going to use or because if one of the symptoms is yes, then the person may have COVID-19. Because or is if anything is with or, if one of the values is true, then it will be true, right? For and, if any of the values is false, then it will be false. So we'll be using or to compare these values, to evaluate this conditional statement. Okay, so positive, exposed, or having symptoms, or outside, or out country. Don't forget the colon. Print. Let's put some \n there so that it doesn't let's put something here like answer the questions with yes or no. Oh, okay. We're going to print. Let's go back here. If any of this is yes, we should print. Oops. You may be infected with COVID-19. Else, if none is yes in there, oops, don't forget the colon. If all is no, that will be our else. You have no symptoms of COVID-19. Is that it? Okay, let's try running this program. Right click, run Python file in terminal. Okay. For a lead, 37 degrees. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, that works. Let's try it again. Oh! Please review your answer, start over again. When I use capital letters, it's terminating. Do we have a way to make the answer in lowercase? Let's check the documentation. Python to lowercase. Oh, there it is. Dot lower. Okay. So let's try that. Since this is a string, yeah, the input function in Python returns a string. So this should probably work. Lower. Now we have an answer in lowercase. So let's try this again. I want a clean terminal. Okay. Enter your name for Abib 36.6. No. Let's try judge case. Okay. Now it works. Let's see. Let's validate it. If any of the questions is answered yes, it should print you may be infected with COVID-19, which is correct. How about if all no? Let's try that. Okay, I want a clean terminal. Right click, run Python file in terminal. Okay, let's try mark. Okay, mark has 37. Okay. No. You have no symptoms of COVID-19. So, we have a working program. Let's make this a little bit prettier. Okay. Since this escape sequence character works. So let's put some tab there. I want the temperature to have oops, I pressed the wrong key. Something like C in Celsius. Yeah, let's assume that the user will enter a temperature reading in Celsius. Okay, let's try that again. Right click, run Python file in terminal. Let's try time 35. No. Yes. Okay. Look at that. It's much prettier. So there you have it. We have a working program. We have a modular code here. Because if we don't do this, if we don't define this function, what's going to happen is we are going to ask the question, store it in a variable, then for each we need to do this code. So we're going to do this code 5 times, as well as asking the question, or prompting the question rather. So we define it in one place, and we just pass our questions to this function, ask_question, with the parameter question, and it makes our life easier. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please leave a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. Bye now.